So continuing our thought process here, um, we do have another option just throwing out there that we do have a predefined political science minor that does exist within the School of Arts and Sciences. And again, it would be the same rationale here. So this could be a student that wants to go into social studies education but has a passion for political science. Our third option that's listed here is the psychology education minor, and that person would have that emphasis and then could teach in any of the other areas. Open to other ideas within this, and definitely gonna ask that of School of Ed individuals, but also colleagues that teach within departments that both the history department and the social sciences department. So there is that. So moving forward, we have a similar challenge with science in that DPI has informed us that the expectation is that our science candidates, when they graduate, are expected to be able to teach all science content from grades 4 through 12. So currently, our candidates, when they graduate, have one of two options, either a life science emphasis or the physical science emphasis. They can teach upper level biology and grades 9, 10 of any kind of common science or more general science, or they can teach upper level chemistry and then obviously again the kind of the general science. So this is it is very different to teach biology from chemistry to physics to earth science, and so this is kind of a first idea again with that idea of using minors potentially as kind of the anchor for these programs, then with surveys of other coursework. So if somebody were to get the biology education minor, so this is essentially 5 courses in biology, that individual would then take 3 courses in chemistry, 3 courses in physics. We have some 3-credit physics classes, and then 10 credits in earth science. We have a 3-credit class within the earth science strand. The numbers here are a little wiggly, so if I did the math correct, which I hope I did, there actually are 2 additional credits that we could use because the 4 credits in the core for science are actually accomplished within this program. And so there technically would be 55 credits available in a 130 credit program total. So there would be 2 extra credits to work with, and so maybe there's some space that can be negotiated there with those credits. Something we can continue to think about. With chemistry education, if somebody wanted to teach upper level chemistry, they'd take 5 chem classes and 3 biology classes and so forth. Again, knowing that these candidates potentially could teach upper level courses in every single one of these areas, but these people would at least have specializations that they can be even more focused in and more confident in if they wanted to teach upper level science or were asked to teach upper level science at some point. Physics, I do realize that our physics coursework has been there become more courses available with physics at Concordia here as of late, and so just throwing this out as a physics education minor, with that as you look at the physics courses, if I understand them correctly, once we get beyond the Physics 1, Physics 2, and Astronomy, those additional physics classes, I believe, are calculus based. So for these students, they would need to take calculus as their math credit. So that's something that we would need to consider as well. So last but not least are the 3 programs that need adjustment is English. And English is unique in that we were told that English is going to now include speech communication and journalism at all grades 4 through 12. So currently the English education major is 42 credits. If I'm understanding the numbers right, we would accomplish 3 of the writing credits in the core through this major, and then the actual of the 42 credits, 3 of those are actually the Ed Methods class, which is actually a part of the education curriculum that we've already taken into account earlier in our numbers. The speech communication piece, we would have 12 credits. out of the original 18 credits for that minor. The reason that 6 credits aren't represented here, 3 of those credits is the same Ed Methods class for English, and then the other 3 credits are partially covered or are covered in the core as a communications and language requirement. Journalism, I put it as 6 credits because I see that we have 2 journalism classes that are currently taught at Concordia. Not sure they're the best fit, but at least it gives us somewhere to start in our conversation. So this one isn't necessarily anchored in a minor. It's still pretty much what we've had as the English education major. So this is a little bit different than the system for the other programs that we've taken a look at. So, obviously, there is a lot that's going on here, a lot for us to think about. And so what I'd like to do is to move forward as a department and at least discussing these ideas that I've laid out for us. By no means am I saying that these are the ways that we have to go. It's just a place for us to start. I have already met with Steve Montreal just to let him know that we're starting to think, and that that we will need to have conversations with individuals in his school and the leadership in those departments. Frankly, it was tough 2 years ago, the process we went through, and I don't want them to feel like we are coming at them in any sort of a devious way or deceptive way. And so I anticipate here in the near term that we would meet with them and get their insights on these changes, because I do want them to see how valued they are. We would work with them to create the best programs possible for our future candidates. And then ultimately, we need to develop our new license program reports to submit to DPI. And then we need to update our other partners, especially Jill in academic advising. And so I just want to leave this this video with this quote from George Couros. If we are going to help our students thrive, we have to move past the way we've always done it and create better learning experiences for our students than we had ourselves. This does not mean replacing everything we do, but we must be willing to look with fresh eyes at what we do and ask, is there a better way? We would expect the same mindset from our students, and as educators, that question is the first step on the path to a better future for education. So, this really could be seen as a challenge, and in many ways it is, but it truly is an opportunity. I think that we have a lot of good momentum in our department. I'm blessed to work with all of you, and so I look forward to hearing your ideas. I want to encourage you each to come to our meeting on Tuesday with ideas about what you might do if you had the opportunity to adjust any of these programs, what you think might be best, obviously for our students, but as you look forward, as you think about their role as future educators, what coursework is non-negotiable? What do we need to have to help them to be solid grade 4 through grade 12 teachers in all those content areas? All right, thank you. God bless. Take care.